It's time to get to our feature segment this week, and it is a great pleasure to welcome in the guy that is going to be coming up in a couple of months to accept his first Trainers Award as our top trainer. It's a pleasure to welcome in Joe Taylor. And Joe, thanks for joining us here on the show. When we get to the banquet in the spring, you're going to come up and accept your first trophy as top trainer. Have you given that some thought yet?
Yeah, I have thought about it, and one of my owners is joking with me because last year I had like a pullover on. He's like, I got to take you out, get you a suit, long ball. He's like, I got to get you a suit. You can't go up there looking like that this year. But yeah, I have thought about it, and I'm very excited about it, really. I don't really show it too often, but I am excited about it.
Joe, your name started to show up at the program really pretty recently, 2016, when you got your license back and started to train on your own here at Parx. So for the fans, your name is kind of new, but you've been around horses for a long time. Tell us a little bit about your background.
I have. I started out in standardbreds back in the 70s with Liberty Bell, and I actually worked for the leading driver and trainer, Sil DeCampo. And then I got...
Sil DeCampo.
Yeah. And, he was hardly ever there. His wife did all the work. Me and his wife were the only ones in the barn in the mornings, but... It was a learning experience, and then I got away from the game. I got married. I got a regular job, and then in 2004 I kind of came back with. I'm related by marriage with the Karenis. Armin's a good friend of mine, so I started hanging around, and then I started being the assistant trainer for Pop Kareny, and boy, super sharp trainer, and I love the guy to death. He's like another father to me. And I worked for them for a while, and then in 2007 I took the test and I got my trainer's license, and I had very little luck. I had 4 or 5 horses between 2007 2010, and I got back out of the game. I started driving a truck with my brother as my partner for Papa John's. I was only working 2 days a week. I was playing poker. I was traveling around playing poker and stuff. And then my stepson actually gallops for Mike Farrow and Pat Farrow, and he wanted to get a horse, and I said, you know what, I'll take my trainer's license out, so you don't have to pay nobody any percentage or anything like that. And the first horse we claimed got claimed right back off of us, and then we won a 6-way shake for Simstown for a nickel. And he really did good. He made like 84,000 and got claimed off us for 12.5. And the next horse we claimed for 7,500 made 115,000. TJ Goody. And that was it. We were just off there. Before you know it, you got 6, then you got 8, then you got 15, and then you pick up some owners, some friends of mine and stuff. And before you know it, I have a whole barn right now, and it's stressful, but it's exciting. I mean, it's just a great life. It really is.
Joe, when the season began after the year you had last year, did you think you would be doing better, and did you imagine you would be doing this well?
Well, it's when you have 6 or 8 horses, it's easy to keep your percentage up.
Right.
It really is. It's not easy, but I mean, if you make the right
sure.
decisions and you have a little luck, you can keep your percentage high. But when you start expanding out, it's hard to keep that winning percentage up. I am very fortunate to have great owners that just say, listen, just do what you do, put the horses where they can win. We lose them, we'll go get another one. So we make good decisions. We claim off the rag sheets, and we usually claim decent horses. We put them where they can win, and they're very competitive usually. And I mean, my percentage has dropped a little, but I really don't look at that. I just look at the quality of the horses and how they are in the barn and how they train in the morning. And we've been very fortunate.
And one of your owners is John Finelli, and if life had worked a little bit differently, the day he claimed Math Wizard, you would have been training Math Wizard.
I was out on the golf course when he claimed him, and he goes, I just want a shake for a steak horse. And it's a funny little story, just 2 seconds, I'll tell you. But I think Safi worked the horse, and he loved the horse, so he bought a percentage of the horse. And there was a small window that I was going to get the horse, but it was funny because I called Steve Glaceris, because I get, we go back and forth. I get a lot of experience from Steve Glaceris. He's a great guy. And I had called him about something else, and he's like, you got to give me a couple minutes. I just got out shook for a steak horse. And I said, who was it, Math Wizard? He goes, yeah. I said, yeah, my owner got it. So that was exciting.
Pennsylvania Derby winner.
Now, Joe, a tremendous success throughout the course of the season. What's your trick? How do you keep your horses running so well for so long?
Listen, everybody says they got the best staff on the racetrack. I truly have the best staff on the racetrack. My stepson is phenomenal on a racehorse. And he gets, every horse I get, he gets on him before anybody else, and he comes back and he tells me where they feel weak, where the angles are, and we work on what he says to work on. And I have a lot of family working for me. My cousin's hot walking for me. Does all my nebulizing. I nebulize all my horses, and he's been around the game for 40 years. Scott Lake even named the horse after him, Chaz Mandu. I mean, you know, I can't do it without the workers. These guys are unbelievable. You walk through my barn, and they just take no shortcuts, and it's just great.
You know, he's giving all the credit to everybody else, but this guy deserves a lot of credit himself. He wouldn't be at the top of the standings. Joe, congratulations on a terrific season, and we look forward to bringing it up and giving that trophy to you in the spring, and best of luck as you continue down the road.
I'm very excited to be here. It's just a great life. It's a great ride, and you need a lot of luck in this game. And if you can get the luck and do the right thing by the horse, then you usually have good results.
Fans, that's leading trainer Joe Taylor right there.